Okay, we are here now at the Paley Media Center where they have set up this exclusive new exhibit for Survivor. I mean, how much is it blowing your mind just seeing this exhibit?
We've been working on this exhibit for about a year. And if you're a Survivor fan, it is a fully immersive Survivor experience. It's the most immersive exhibit the Paley has ever had. And it really pays off. It's really fun. You walk through and you sort of get a taste of everything that happens on Survivor. The first area is really just living in the environment. And so we tried to give you an idea. I mean, it just looks like a photograph, but that's where people live when they play Survivor. They live there for as many days as they stay in the game. We've got video screens going. This is one of our big, he fell in the fire and his skin is literally falling off his body right now. So this is about the environment and how hard it can be. And then when we come over here, these are some of our immunity necklaces over the years. And this, like, we have video installations that show you some of the great challenges. And we have this really cool timeline of big events that have happened. And that's what I mean about spending a lot of time trying to figure this out for fans. What would fans really want? And then, so more artifacts here. In here, some of the big cultural moments that have happened on Survivor. Johnny Fairplay lying about his grandma was one of the biggest things that happened to Survivor because his grandmother didn't die. She was at home watching Jerry Springer. Rob and Amber falling in love. They got engaged on live TV. Mike White from White Lotus talking about Survivor when he wins the Emmy. And then this was a big moment that just happened about a year ago. There's a diary entry from me from my very first day out on location where I was brand new, and Mark told me, this is an unscripted, live, spontaneous experience. You will have to react to what is happening at all time as it happens.
Would you have believed you'd be here 50 seasons later?
No, nobody would have known 50 seasons. I think we thought maybe 2 or 3. I mean, Mark might say he predicted it, but I know I didn't ever see that coming. And then it wouldn't be a Survivor experience if we didn't have Tribal Council. So you come in here, and this is part of Tribal Council this year. It's big and it's massive. And then you come in here and you can actually come, and we have parchment, and then we have a marker, and you can vote out, you know, your cousin, your parents, your sister, your buddy, your host. Andrea, Trump spoken. Yeah, and then we kind of tried to simulate a little of the fire at Tribal Council. But the idea really is for a Survivor fan who's in the city, you love Survivor, I think you're gonna like this experience. You know, we try to do everything we can to engage fans and just keep everything, you know, growing and elevating. And this is a really cool, immersive experience. That's how you make history. That's how you create a legacy.
It's season 50. You don't know what to expect.
This is an historic season,
Yeah.
season 50.
Yeah.
How much does this season live up to the expectations of a season 50?
I'm going on the record to say I think it's the greatest season we've ever done. It's really good. And the reason it's so good is the players showed up. If you're a Survivor fan, you know what you want. You want people who come out and want to play this game. And this group, they play hard.
What kind of drama should we expect in the very first episode, the premiere?
Out of the gate, you get a tone of the season, which is everybody is out for blood. And what's interesting is, even though some of these players know each other and they've played together before, that doesn't mean you can trust that they're going to play together again, or that even people who think they have a friendship, that it's gonna last. It's definitely a winner-take-all season.
With the players who have all played previously, how do you still shake up the game to keep them guessing?
The key to doing a good season of Survivor is you have to keep the players off balance. And that's our job, is to find new ways to create uncertainty. This season, we let the fans vote on what kind of gameplay they wanted, and we did what they asked us to do. What that meant for the player was they literally had no idea what might or might not be coming, and it really worked because they did not know what to expect, so they just approached the game with, you know, all barrels. They were unloading all the time.
Will there be any fake immunity idols?
I cannot answer that question my lawyers told me do not answer that question.
How about any medical evacuations?
I've been under lawyer.
Oh,
I would love to answer
damn it.
that question.
Okay, this maybe feels easy though. Any showmances?
Showmances, we cannot. I would love to answer, but on the advice of my counsel,
No specifics of the names,
Do you
but there
really,
must
wait
be...
a minute. E.T., do you really think On the eve of our 50th season, then I'm going to tell you if there are showmances, medical evacuations, fake hidden immunity idols.
We gotta try.
We gotta ask.
We gotta try. Okay, well, this one we know there's gonna be betrayals and
betrayals. Yes. That we can talk about betrayals.
So let's talk about that. How wild was it to see these players that you know so well yourself as well betray one another? Did anybody surprise you with their betrayal?
Well, I think the most enjoyable part of watching this group play is that there's this underlying question that maybe you and I have played together before, and the assumption is we're good, right?
Right.
That was not how it went.
Yeah.
There's one winner in Survivor, and it was really a question of who's going to draw blood first, regardless whether I know you or don't know you. And it's a really fun season as a result of that because, yeah, it's brutal. Yeah. And at times it feels personal.
Well, it's definitely a team sport until it's not. And it's always, when do we decide that it's no longer a team sport?
You guys are my brothers, and we're marching into war.
Can we have cake first?
We love that Mike White is back, of course. Did you see any of the players trying to score parts on the White Lotus with him?
It's funny having Mike White on this season because you can't deny that players in the back of their head are going, I wonder if I could get a cameo on White Lotus if things go well between us. I think Mike knew that coming in, but the other side is there's going to be people going, I don't want a cameo. You're too popular as it is and too smart and good, and they want to take him out. So Mike had both sides of that working for him and against him.
I'm sure he had a big target on his back.
Big target.
Somebody who I'd love to see cameo on the White Lotus, honestly, is you. Would you ever do a cameo on White Lotus? Who would you want to play?
Well, if Mike was dumb enough to ask me to be on White Lotus, the answer would be yes, but I'd want to get dark. I want one of those Mike White characters where you go, I can't believe that guy just did that.
Yeah.
He's a horrible human. That's what I'm looking for, Mike. And if you don't have that, I'll just stay on the island.
I'm gonna need a boat.